Hey everybody, this is your host, the Platinum Knight, here with another First Impressions video, and today's First Impressions is Sonic the Hedgehog 3. This is gonna be extremely difficult talking about this movie without spoiling it, so I'm gonna do my very best. To give my brief thoughts on the previous two movies, I really enjoyed the first film, and I thought the sequel was way better. I still haven't seen the Knuckles TV show, but from what I have gathered from general consensus, it's not that good. And it's more about a random cop instead of Knuckles, hence why I didn't bother to see it. Before I even saw Sonic 3, I kept on hearing a lot of great things about it. Everybody was ranting and raving about how awesome this film is, saying that it is the best out of the trilogy, and I thought to myself, really? Cause I thought Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was amazing, and it's like, how could it get any better than this? This got me even more hyped up. The reason why I didn't go see this film right away is because it came out in December, so me and my family had to get ready for the holidays. Unfortunately, I got spoiled by Twitter/X, so I knew about the surprise character at the end. Thanks again, Twitter! You spoiled Spider-Man for me and now Sonic. On December 30th of 2024, right before New Year's Eve, is when I finally saw the movie. And what are my thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog 3? I loved it. Honestly, I was doing my very best not to let the hype ruin it for me. Nah, this film actually surpassed my expectations. It's awesome, everybody. Believe people when they say that, yeah, this would have to be the best out of the trilogy for numerous reasons. It's got the most action, the most characters from the games themselves, and the most heart. I love the whole family dynamic between our heroes and Tom and Maddie. While it used to be mainly Sonic and Tom, the family has grown, getting bigger, and doing everyday fun things like having birthday parties or playing games. But of course, our heroes still get called once in a while to save the day. Sonic is still like a kid, Tails is still the boy genius, and Knuckles is still the muscle. The movie takes a lot of inspiration from Sonic Adventure 2, seeing how Shadow the Hedgehog is introduced. I recently rewatched my first impressions on Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I remember saying in that video I thought it was a little too soon to reveal him because we didn't even get the Sonic Adventure stuff. Even the animated series, which is Sonic X, went in that order. However, this film is so awesome that it really didn't make me think about it too much. One of my biggest concerns before even a trailer for Sonic 3 came out is, will Jim Carrey come back to return as Dr. Eggman? Spoiler for Sonic 2, it was heavily implied that he died at the end. Yes, it didn't actually show him passing away or anything. However, Jim Carrey himself did say that, yeah, this was supposed to be not only his last movie, but to retire, and he would only return to acting if a movie script really spoke to him. And I highly doubt that it was Sonic the Hedgehog 3. But he eventually admitted that it was because of money, and lots of it. Ironically, that's what I suggested in my Sonic 2 First Impressions video. It's almost as if Paramount saw my video and took my advice. I am so happy that Jim Carrey came back to reprise his role, and this time he actually is Dr. Eggman by putting on a couple of pounds with a fat suit. Not only is he the best part about this film, it it would honestly have to be his most funniest performance since Ace Ventura. He literally puts on double the laughs as Jim Carrey not only plays as Dr. Eggman, but also Gerald Robotnik, aka Dr. Eggman's grandfather. He even breaks the fourth wall in the movie by addressing that he is playing two roles, and he is hilarious playing as both of them. Some of the best parts about the movie would have to be whenever Shadow appears on screen, voiced by the one and only Keanu Reeves. Say what you will about him being in too many projects, I don't care. I love Keanu. I also like how this film is loaded with fan service, like Shadow using a gun or riding a motorcycle just like in the games. I thought that Aaliyah Brown did great, and I honestly really enjoyed watching both her and Shadow's chemistry together on how much they were best friends. It was really heartwarming and wholesome. Typically I jump into the negatives, but the thing is, there really isn't too much for me to complain about. Most of the plot holes get addressed in the film itself, and it's just a really good movie. Oh, and that final fight scene was by far the most epic thing that I have ever seen on the big screen. It was so awesome that my main complaint is I wish it would have lasted longer. But that's okay, because it is followed up with another epic scene, but with one of the most iconic scores from the games themselves. I'm not gonna say what song it is, but if you're a huge fan of Sonic, then you will instantly recognize it. That scene alone with that iconic score really made my jaw drop, feeling chills on the sides of my face. Okay, this is where I'm gonna have to be a little bit extra careful here when talking about the ending. Like I said in my Sonic the Hedgehog 2 First Impressions video, honestly am okay if this is Jim Carrey's last Sonic movie. If he does come back for Sonic 4, then cool. If he doesn't, then I will learn to accept it. There are two surprise cameos during the credits. One was spoiled for me like I mentioned earlier, but if they're gonna go in the direction that I think they're gonna go in, then I'm okay with that. I think this film franchise will do just fine without Jim Carrey, although I don't think Sonic 4 is going to be better than Sonic 3, but just good enough. Who knows, but hey, maybe I'll be proven wrong again just like I was with Sonic 3. Sonic 4 is already set to release on March 19th, 2027, and I can't wait to watch it. There's also rumors going around that Paramount is in development for a bunch of spin-offs and side projects to turn Sonic into a cinematic universe, but I'm sure most of us already saw it coming, and I'm honestly anticipated for how this will turn out. Congratulations, Sonic 3, for making $491 million at the box office. Very well deserved. It's not the highest grossing video game movie adaptation thanks to the Super Mario Bros. Movie, but it is the second. Thanks again, Jeff Fowler, for the third time in a row. He is such a good and talented director. One more thing I would like to address just for fun. It's amazing seeing how far this movie franchise has come since the very first trailer and seeing the negative reception of people showing disapproval for Ugly Sonic. Can you just imagine if Paramount didn't redesign him? What I find hilarious is that there are still people out there that defend Ugly Sonic even to this day. But if Paramount hadn't redesigned him and kept the original Ugly Sonic, not taking criticism from the fans, I would argue that the first film would have bombed so hard, let alone making 3 movies. I guess the people that complained about the original design were just supposed to shut up, not give any feedback, and just buy and consume, right, Ugly Sonic defenders? How dare these studios listen to the fans? Oh, I love that sweet irony. Alright everybody, that's it for this first impressions video. That's it for my first impressions on Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for new videos. This has been your host, the Platinum Knight, and peace out everybody. You have a good one.